Tonight, two blows hit the core of Russia's war machine. A rail line deep in the Far East is shattered. A covert labor pact with North Korea comes to light. Ukraine says the cracks in Moscow's war network are widening. Ukraine is signaling a new phase in its long-range campaign against Russian infrastructure. Officials in Kyiv say their intelligence service struck a section of the Trans-Siberian Railway in Russia's Khabarovsk region, disrupting freight traffic along one of Moscow's most important military corridors. HUR said on Telegram that the blast blocked the movement of military cargo, including ammunition sourced from North Korea.
Moscow used to supply weapons and ammunition, including those obtained from the territory of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
The railway, stretching from Moscow to Vladivostok, underpins Russia's ability to move supplies from the Far East to the front. By claiming responsibility for an operation more than 6,000 kilometers inside Russian territory, Ukraine is underscoring the vulnerability of a system central to Moscow's war effort. HUR stated in its assessment that Russian security services have failed to protect key infrastructure.
The Kremlin's special services once again demonstrate their inability to ensure effective control over even the most critical infrastructure facilities for the occupiers.
The strike comes as both countries intensify pressure on each other's critical networks. Russia continues targeting Ukraine's power facilities as winter approaches, while Kyiv has expanded efforts to weaken Moscow's wartime logistics and financing. Hours after the railway incident, Ukrainian forces hit an oil terminal in Novorossiysk as Russian drone attacks once again reached the capital. For Ukraine, the latest operation represents a targeted attempt to slow Russia's ability to sustain its campaign. Ukraine is drawing attention to a new dimension of Russia's wartime labor shortages. According to Ukraine's military intelligence, as per Kyiv Independent, Moscow plans to bring in 12,000 North Korean workers by the end of the year to help produce its long-range drones. The workforce is expected to be deployed to the Alabuga plant in Tatarstan, the center of Russia's domestic versions of Iranian-designed Shahed systems. Ukrainian officials say the arrangement involves a North Korean company known abroad as Pyongyang Technology Trade, described by Western governments as a proxy for Green Pine, Pyongyang's main arms export network. Green Pine has been under US sanctions for more than a decade for its role in North Korea's missile and nuclear programs. Russia has long relied on foreign labor, and the war has deepened that dependence. Recruiters have targeted workers across Africa and Central Asia, prompting investigations into trafficking allegations, including a case now under review by Interpol. North Korean laborers, whose wages are largely funneled back to their government, have historically been used in some of Russia's most demanding industries. Ukrainian officials estimate that thousands of North Koreans are already working inside Russian weapons factories, part of a wider partnership in which Pyongyang is also supplying munitions and personnel for Russia's campaign in Ukraine.